Anywhere and any time that you have said yes to a man to enter you when you didn't feel open, where you allowed yourself to be abused or aggressively entered by a man, your womb carries every single imprint of every person who has been in the womb. And your womb holds memory from your lineage, your bloodline, your mother, your grandmother, the secrets that they kept, the voices that they repressed, the truth that they repressed. All throughout your bloodline, your soul's past lives, all of your karma lives in the womb. The womb is a gateway into your highest growth. It is a gateway into your highest power. It is a gateway into self-confidence and to truth and liberation on a soul level. And when your womb is closed, it is tight, it is repressed, the voice will also be repressed and closed. And so how do we experience life from this closed space? We lack boundaries. We allow and have allowed in the past as women to let men into our temples and into our lives when they have been extracting from our energy. And you can see this exactly in the relationship with the earth, how the earth continues to be extracted from instead of in right relationship with. That is a reflection of the earth. So I want to talk about how to reclaim your womb in this video, and I want to really talk to the women here who are powerful creators, creatrixes, to come back to your voice, come back to your power, and to reclaim your body, your heaven's gates of the womb for your liberation. So yes, and I'm going to give you a tangible practice to go into clearing your womb that will be really, really powerful for you so that you can, really get your power back and feel steady and strong in your body in the way that I'm sure you haven't felt before, and also your lineage has not felt before. So stick around for all of this. And I'm going to introduce myself. I am Grace. I specialize in trauma and subconscious healing. I also specialize in women's soft girl life business coaching. I teach women how to create a soul-aligned business by sharing their gifts and healing from traumas and blocks that keep them from being in their highest purpose and power. I also work with men in trauma and subconscious healing, helping you find the root of your patterns and woundings. If you're someone who knows that you have things that you need to clear on a deeper level, whether that's limiting beliefs or blocks or woundings from your past, old emotions, childhood woundings, negative belief systems, addictions, you feel stuck in the same patterns and you want to get out and you can't get into these deeper layers and you want to understand how, and you find yourself to be a spiritual person who is open to doing deeper healing work, then my work will help facilitate this higher growth for you, because I will hold the space and we will go into tools to transmute your energy, your old stagnant stuckness, beliefs, woundings. We will transmute that into personal power and self-love together, and I will teach you tools to how to continue shadow work. So that's for you if you can't get past a certain block, you keep experiencing the same patterns over and over again with no results, or you just keep circling back around to the same patterns or relationship issues, things like this. This work will help you break out of that forever. So you can check my testimonials below. Also, both of my mentorship links are on my website, so you can read about those to see if you want to feel into it and book a free 30-minute call. We'll drop into it together and see if it's aligned for you. No pressure. Okay, let's get into it. Please like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. Let's go. All right. So when you have shame in your body, when you have a hard time with boundaries as a woman, when you have been given expectations placed upon you by men, your power has been extracted, and our power as women has been extracted. And our lack of boundaries is a reflection of the ways that we've given our power away to men who need us in the first place. So I want you to notice that When your throat is closed, it always connects to the sacral chakra, your personal power center, and also your womb. So the womb and the throat are very connected. When one is closed, often the other is closed. Same thing with like your jaw. If your jaw is tight, then your hips are most likely tight, and vice versa. These parts of the body are just super connected energetically, physically. In the womb of the mother, that we are connected at a certain point, our womb and our throat. So there's a lot of repressed anger in the feminine womb, and also the earth, which I would say is the rose of creation. I see yonis, I call them yonis, roses, and they are the rose of creation. The feminine energy is the rose. Now there's thorns on the rose. You can't force the rose to open. It's powerful, it's beautiful, it's magnetic. That's feminine energy. Now we've been picked and prodded at, and our worth has been placed in the eyes of others. And when, like, oh, I need to get male validation to be worthy. And this comes back to the relationship with the father. If you did not have a father, I mean, think about it, this is the primary relationship with the masculine. If you did not have a father who amplified you, who lifted you up, who saw you, who allowed your sensitivity to exist, your depth to exist, he was emotionally avoidant or abusive or controlling, then the womb shuts down, the personal power, the femininity gets shut down and repressed. And so then that imprints in the body. It teaches ourselves, our voice, our truth, that it's not safe. This isn't safe. It's not safe to be in my body. It's not safe to feel. It's not safe to be intuitive. It's not safe to be here. It's not safe to be strong because I will be hurt. I have to give myself to men who didn't even open me correctly, who didn't even come correctly, who come empty-handed, and they come extracting from the womb, extracting from the heart, extracting from the feminine magnetism. So your feminine magnetism, think about it. It's a direct reflection with the earth. Men come and extract oil, leaving no offerings. Look at our relationship with the earth. We are extracting and taking. How do we come into right relationship with the earth? So I want you to notice in your life where you're giving your power away to seek validation from men who could never see you in the first place. Where are you giving your power away to men who could never receive you in the first place, right? They're emotionally unavailable, they're immature, they're still in what I'm saying is the Page of Pentacles energy. The pages of the tarot are still representative of the Fool. They are still in exploratory discovery mode. They are not in their manlyhood yet. They are not in self-mastery. They are not in this King of Pentacles energy. We have the major arcana and the minor arcana, right? So the majors, the queens, if you're a queen, you're tapped into your femininity, you're doing your spiritual work. You are a queen archetype. I mean, women are queens, right? And so if you are trying to prove yourself to men who have not stepped into their kingdom, inside of themselves, inside of their inner work, emotionally unavailable men, abusive men, controlling men, trying to take from the women, you are in the page suit. So you are trying to prove yourself worthy to the Page of Pentacles when really you would never have to prove yourself to someone who saw your worth. So noticing those patterns that come up with yourself and the masculine energy and where you're giving your energy away to these men because they think they're entitled to it, and you're stuck in these patterns of, oh, I'll give to them because then I'll receive something, or I'll receive validation, or I have a place here, or I'm safe here, and it's lack of safety in the body. We're feeling unsafe. We're fearing abandonment as women when we don't give everything to them, to men. And guess what we receive? The womb absorbs everything. So you're going to absorb their energy, their karma, their repressed emotions, their anger, how they enter you is what they leave behind. That is what is birthed into yourself. So pains in your bodies could not even be yours. Hip pain, pelvic pain. And when these things go unaddressed, when we ignore the voice of the womb, we ignore the voice of our intuition, we can't speak, we can't be, we can't thrive. So we as women need to notice and reclaim the power of the womb. It's like this is the pillar of your creative ability, and it's this glowing, magnetic, colorful pillar, and it represents your personal power. And that needs to be in the earth, firmly in the earth, right? And all these people have just been taking from it, like little Pac-Men, taking your time, taking your energy, taking your creative passions, taking. And you have been stuck, giving that, being drained, being extracted from. So you need to take it back. And how do you take it back? I feel like I need to make a series about this. But I'm going to give you a practice in taking and reclaiming your womb. But I want you to notice that old emotions are living in your womb, and that affects your belief systems. It affects the relationships that you attract, right? Because it's projected outwards. It's your feminine energy. If there is a pierce from lack of boundaries or being penetrated without fully you opening or being honored, that leaves a mark in your energy field, and it leaves imprints on the womb. And then that is passed down through the lineage of the birth. The child goes through the birth, through the womb, through the birthing canal, and absorbs what you don't heal. That's how trauma is passed through the lineage. It's through the body, it's through the womb, it's through the cells. So what do? We need to go deeper into the body and connect to the voice that is in the womb, the sacred yes and the sacred no's. When you are not sure about your intuition, or you are tilted, you know what you need to do, but your mind says, oh, I'm hesitating, XYZ. I hesitate. I don't trust this. We are moving from that place of hesitation and self-doubt, and that is all in the sacral chakra, the personal power center, is where we hold self-confidence, so, or lack of it, so self-doubt about our decisions, our intuition, things like that. So if you're doubting your intuition, your womb is disconnected, and you're not trusting your voice, you're not trusting your truth. So we need to create the space in the sacral, in the womb, to open up to creative power. Yes, that's sexuality, but it's so much more than that. It is not meant to be sexualized. It is meant to be used as a power center that only those who are ready to receive you can receive. You don't owe men anything. You owe yourself everything. So what protects you? What honors you? If you visualize your womb as golden gates, what enters must be true. Everything that enters my life, my body, my energy field is true for my soul only. I will not be distracted or pushed into distortion of toxic masculinity or lust or someone trying to take from my beauty, right? Because when men extract the beauty without honoring the womb, they are taking from you, and your beauty gets lost and funneled into a man, and all you get is his karma back. You nurture and take care of these people who have not given to the well of you as the woman, as the priestess, as the queen. So how are you protecting your womb? I gotta make more videos about this because I don't even have enough time to explain all of this, but I'm gonna give you the practice now. Let me know how this is resonating and landing for you. Okay, so I want you to sit with your womb and either do this now or come back to this practice later, okay? Tell me how this lands, please, so I know I can feel you guys. I want you to tune into your womb. And I want you to ask yourself, you can put one hand on the womb and one hand on the heart, and ask and just feel yourself relaxing and letting go. Noticing if you're holding any contraction in the body or in the womb. And ask yourself, what am I holding on to? What stories am I holding on to? What emotions am I holding on to? And sit in the space of openness and use the breath and breathe into the center of the womb and notice if anything comes up for you. And you sit in silence with the womb. Do you feel anger? Do you feel sadness? Do you feel repression? Do you feel shame? Do you feel pain? What do you feel? Using the breath to expand this energy center, the root chakra, the sacral, opening this and being a listener of the womb. Being open to listening to what your deeper truth is, to what you need to let go of. Reclaiming your body and your sacred rhythm. We're so out of sync with our sacred rhythm as women, our bleeds, our cycles, and what this is, what this means. And this is your body, this is your sacred temple. So you breathe with the womb in the practice, and you just notice what comes up through the womb. And anything that comes up, I want you to just breathe with it and notice it and name it. Oh, here's the shame, here's the anger. And let it move through the body with the breath. And tell yourself, I release you, I release you, I release you. And I want you to sit with that. It's just a simple practice of connecting to the womb. I feel like I'm going to create a series about this, you guys, so stay tuned. And just sit with that for a while and see what might come up. I would so make this longer if I didn't have to go, but I do for now. But yes, I will make a part 2. Let me know, women, if this is helpful for you. And if you're interested in coaching, you can book a 30-minute free call. All right, bye.